Full moon in Gemini, December the 4th. We are healing our mind. The answers you need are coming. We are our inner magician. Mercury, who rules Gemini, is governing this moon, and it's going to be shining light on our communication patterns, our mental clutter, how we speak to ourselves and others, information, truth versus opinion. Gemini is very social, very chatty, very talkative, but it also likes to take in information. The sun is in the sign of its opposite sign, Sagittarius, who also rules learning, information, wisdom. There's no coincidence that we have these both energies in the festive time when people are socializing, gathering. But the lower vibration of these energies are overload, burnout, spinning too many plates. This is where the magician is coming in to say, why are you doing what you do? This full moon brings in the clarity, possible revelations around what you believe versus what you have absorbed, what your beliefs have been programmed to believe, what has been trapped in your mind. We can expect a shift in our perspective with this Gemini full moon. It's probably what you've been sat with, especially in that Scorpio energy, where you've had to face some fears, or you might even have been on a journey of facing fears for a long time. It's taught you wisdom, which is very Sagittarius energy, where the sun is. But Gemini is a mutable sign, meaning it can change its mind. It can easily change direction, perspective, and a way of thinking. So this full moon is linked positively to the divine feminine flow. The degree of this full moon is 13. So the sun is at 13 degrees along with the moon at 13 degrees. Now, 13 degrees is the divine feminine, and this is more soft energy. We also have an auspicious grand water trine, which is going to allow us to tap into the more positive, slow down energy. And I feel like this is the message. It wants you to slow down, to know that you are the magician. You have every tool in your toolbox of life. Instead of reaching out for external adventure, external dopamine hits with planning, with validation, with outdated beliefs, with comparison, with competition. This is asking you to go into your feminine, connect more with your body, slow down, and see why you do what you do. Why do you speak how you speak? Why do you communicate? Why do you socialize with the people, places, and things that you socialize with? It's all coming up with this full moon. It's going to show you the bigger picture. Let's delve and see what the full moon has to say. And I'm going to do that, guys, by asking some specific questions. I'm going to use my Moonology deck, and I'm going to use my tarot. And I'm also drawn to the Energy Oracle. I haven't used this one for a while, and the card that was showing me, coming up in this deck, this is why I've used it, was a card called the Thinking Woman. Now, Gemini is the mind, it's the thinker. And with this water trine, it wants us to go into that feminine energy. So that's what brought me to this. So it'll be interesting to see if that comes out. But regardless, we're going to delve into the energy. And I'm going to finish off the energy, as I always do, the reading rather. And I'm going to slow down because I'm in Gemini energy. Gemini can be very fast, rules the throat chakra. I'm going to finish off with an intuitive whispers. This is how we can, the guidance, throat chakra. Where have you been seen and not heard? Where have you got information that is stuck? It's time to set yourself free. It's time to open your heart, your divine feminine. It comes from your heart. If you're speaking from your heart, then that releases you, it frees you. I also got a message when I was sat with the energy this morning that we are being freed from control and perfectionism. We are being freed from that old masculine, reawakening the spirit of joy and adventure. And I got the message of we're letting go of the mind control and the old perfectionism wound, the fear of judgment, the fear of attack, the fear of rejection and abandonment. This is what we are letting go. Let's see what the moon has to say, the moon deck. Adjustments are required. Gemini is a mutable energy, meaning it's changeable. And this is saying it is time for change. It is time to release the control and the perfectionism wound. This full moon is linked to what we call the nodes of the moon, which are our karmic nodes, fate and destiny. The north node is where we should be heading. Our north node is our destiny. And the south node is our karma. So it's asking us to release some old energies to do with the south node and push us more into the north node energy. Now, the nodes of the moon currently, and they have an 18-month life cycle, and we're about 12 months in, maybe a little bit more, into the sign of Virgo, south node, what we're releasing. So we're releasing some lower traits of Virgo, which is perfectionism, diligence, working too hard, and forgetting to have fun. Virgo and Pisces, where this axis is, where in the nodes axis, is also about health, where we can hold a lot of old mental and emotional energy from our past that is stuck and it needs to be released. So if it's not released, if it's not moved through the body, if it's not allowed to flow, which that's the feminine side of things, it's that we've been showered with this Gemini full moon, get out of our mind into our body, allow it to flow. And I'm getting very soft somatic healing here, where we can release this energy just by moving the body. Some of you have possibly heard about somatic healing. There's lots of ways we can just hold the intention, just check in with our body. And there is some kind of, remember, we are the magician. We can heal our own bodies just by breathing into the pain, breathing into it, honoring it, being our inner parent. And maybe he's given you the nurture, the love that you maybe haven't never had for some of you. Or you feared. Some of you might fear ill health. So that might be an old wound that goes round and round in your mind, whether it's from this lifetime or any other. Because we can hang on to intergenerational trauma. So if our parents or grandparents have had ill health, mental health, physical health, there might be an old fear. So when we have those pains and aches, rather than flowing with them and allowing us to go deep and releasing them, connecting with them, healing them, whether that is conventional medicine or alternative or a little bit of both, it's asking us to really go into that depth of our embodiment, into that Virgonian energy of owning your body. It's your body. And it's where we might have given our power, our mind away to the fears of the past. Now that's the health side of things, but this is also to do with Virgo traits of giving, overgiving, to the point where you are exhausted, where you are meeting everybody else's needs but your own. And this is where you take a step back and say, why do I do this? Do I need to break free from this perfectionism? Am I doing this? Why do I do this? Do I need to say no? This can it is a relationship that we have with our body, but this is also the big healing comes in with relationship with others, our family, our tribe, work, partnerships. It's where we're being asked to have the truth versus opinion, truth versus all beliefs, all fears. That Scorpio energy that we've just come out of was extremely deep. So we'll already be feeling these fears. They'll have already shown you with that new moon that we had a couple of weeks ago. So this is not new, but this is what it wants you to be truthful with yourself. Wow, that's a big one for the opening energy. What else do we have that flipped out? The energy is gaining momentum. 2025 adds up to a 9 universal year. Numerology 9 is about endings, completions, shedding the old. We're in the year of the snake, which is about shedding old skins. And we're doing a heavy transformational energy. People, places, and things that are no longer serving us, especially in our mind, they're starting to dissolve, detach. And I do keep getting the word extraction. It's being extracted. There's something needs to be extracted. Now, I'm going to go back to that health where we can hold on to a lot of energy. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. There's something wants to change because the energy is gaining momentum to a new version of you. Yes, we're heading into the end of the last few weeks of the year, but we're heading up to February where we're going to have a cosmic reset. The whole world is having a cosmic reset in astrology terms. 0 point. There's 2 big planets going into a reset in Aries, the start of the zodiacal wheel, the zodiac cycle. It's Saturn and Neptune. And apparently they haven't met up for thousands upon thousands of years. So this is a big reset for us all. You can see it on the global scale. Things are coming up to be cleansed, released. What's the truth? What isn't? These are coming up in our life as well. What else do we have with the moon deck? You and your loved ones are safe. Cancerian energy. So this could be to do with areas to do, throat chakra energy. Areas to do with childhood, your tribe, mother, the womb. Cancer is ruled by the moon, our feminine. So this is a highly feminine, flowy, watery energy. Where have your needs not been met emotionally? Where have you been desensitized to be in your logical thinking brain rather than your body, your intuition? This is all coming up with this full moon. So that's the energy, guys. The next question I'm going to ask is, what needs to be released? What needs to be released with this full moon? And I'm going to go into the energy oracle. What needs to be released? What needs to be released with this full moon in Gemini? Okay, there's 4 cards that have came out. Now the thinking man. I mentioned the thinking woman. Now this is what needs to be released. The masculine mind, the control, the perfectionism, what keeps you stuck, what keeps you away from freedom, what keeps you away from joy, fun, laughter, abundance in life. The number on this card is 10, so there's the completion. Ready for the rebirth, 0 point, 1 and 0. So that's interesting that he's come out at the bottom because remember, it's what we need to release. And what we need to step into, in my opinion, is the divine feminine. So the thinking woman, whether man or woman, this is not gender specific. This is how we think and we feel. We think more with the logical brain, which is more masculine. Gemini is a masculine energy. It's ruled by air. Where the Cancerian, the feminine, is a water and earth sign. So it wants us to go more into the slowdown. And this is where the daughter spirit. So we've got daughter spirit. Hostilities have come up. The garden and the gate. And angel of love. There's that soft feminine energy. Very Venusian energy I'm feeling with this reading. Daughter spirit. So this is a door opening with the dove of peace. And 3 and 2 here adds up to 5. 5 is about freedom. I think I used that word. Where are we getting, or where can we be freed from the control and the perfectionism that we've placed upon ourselves, but also societal and intergenerational beliefs? It's time now to slow down. Figure out who you really are. Listening to your body. Is it saying yes when it should be saying no? Overworking, oversharing, overgiving. Being of service to your own detriment. Where are you needing to now go with the more compassionate energy for yourself first and foremost? But also accepting people for their part that they play in your life. and separating yourself from them, detaching, extracting yourself. And I keep getting extraction and detaching. We are taught, our tribe and our family, we've got to stand by them through thick and thin. Our friends, and we really do, we're loyal and we're dedicated. But what if that isn't reciprocated? What if that relationship, that dynamic, that situation is no longer serving you anymore? How do you detach and let go with peace, with love? There might be an old belief here that we're bringing in about ourselves. Might be old beliefs on that we picked up along the way from our ancestors that have told us that we've got to work and work and work, and you only ever have joy and fun when you go on holiday, for instance. And it brings me back to the festivities. It brings me back to your little child at birthday parties, at Christmas time, if that's what you celebrate, or any kind of happy occasion, holiday, where you have that natural fun and joy, and it's a natural spirit, it's within you. It's not an external, it's an internal feeling. But yet as we get older, we're in search of this, and we're working so hard and distracted by life that we lose touch with that little internal flame of joy and happiness. So this is saying that little flame that's burning inside of you of joy, fun and happiness is there. But there just might be some old mental clutter that needs to be extracted to find this version of you. And that can be done by going into your feminine, nurturing, healing your body, any aches and pains, paying attention rather than having a painful joints or painful this or that and just think, oh, just get on with it, I'll push through. We're at a very busy time of the year where we've got so much to do. And this is possibly why there's a lot of illness at this time. The angel of love wants to come in next. And this is where we can be softer with ourselves. We're going to that more feminine Venusian energy. You know what that is. It's a feeling. Yes, we can go into the feminine and go get our nails painted, go for a massage, but this is an internal feminine energy. Wherever we denied our feelings, our sensitive side. Cancer is very sensitive. I want to go back to that Cancerian energy. Home, children, family, sensitive emotions. Wherever you've been denied grieving, loss, wherever they've been stuffed down, because we've denied them. Jupiter is in the sign of Cancer right now, and it is for another 8 months or so, but it's retrograde, meaning it's going back over all things from the past, and that can bring up childhood, tribe, who you feel safe with. With Cancerian energy, with any water sign, you may need some time alone, you may need some time and space to reflect, to meditate, some peace. And when Jupiter is retrograde, going back over, it's ready to clear out things, release things. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the cosmos and it expands everything it touches. But when it's in retrograde, it's going back over all things. Then when it moves forward in March, so it's just after that big cosmic reset, your new version of you is going to be free. Your mind and your clutter are going to be free from this old pattern of not feeling safe, not feeling seen, your sensitive side, your feminine side. This is what we're going to be leading with, a masculine and a feminine in balance, in equal balance. Okay, let's bring in these. And this is where the garden and the gate comes in. This is you, and it's funny that she's got a pink dress on, which can represent the heart chakra. And there's a gate. She's in a beautiful garden filled with flowers. They've all grown. She's planted the seeds. They've all grown. They're beautiful. Now the gate's closed. You might be holding yourself back, and you might be holding yourself in this hostile energy. Now, the important thing about this card is, let me just put my glasses on so I can see. First of all, 2 and 6 is 8, which is about power, where you might have give your power away, but it's also about the infinity symbol. And remember that magician, where's he gone? He has the infinity symbol above his head, the number 8. And that's the power sign, that's the power symbol of transformation. So here we have an opportunity to transform, set ourselves free, open that gate and step into a new version of you, leaving the hostility in your mind behind. He's carrying a sword, which is mental energy. And what I notice about this guy is, well, one, he hasn't got his armour on. He hasn't got his helmet on. He's just got the sword. So he's not as if there's somebody there that he's wanting to physically fight. He might just be fearing an attack, a rejection, abandonment, an old cycle coming back. So it's going round and round in his mind. It's blocking his heart chakra. It's blocking you from moving forward, because there's abundance, there's joy, there's happiness to be had. But you'll never know until you put down your shield and leave the past behind, this old mental clutter. Go into your heart and move forward. Expect the best. Expect the best outcome, whether that is in practical world, relationships, health. But there's a part of you that's always on guard, that's always in the watchtower. And your little feminine energy is waiting to step forward and co-create, to step into a new chapter. She's waiting for the masculine to put down his sword. Wow. And this is where we've been stuck in our old masculine ways, the thinking man, because we fear deceit. And here we have walking away. This lady now, she's matured, so she's no longer that smaller child. She's opened them gates and she's walked through them. And look at the beauty, look at the transformation, look at the abundance that's showering her. And she's looking behind and saying, I'm ready. I'm ready to walk forward. And this is the goddess of the moon. And she's walking forward knowing that she's safe, trusting her intuition. Wow, beautiful. Okay, guys, the final one is the guidance. The guidance from the intuitive whispers. But first, before I do, I just want to pull the Hermit, pull a couple of tarot, because I think I got carried away. 3 have popped out, so that will do. Who's at the bottom? We've got Scorpionic energy, the death and rebirth. You're not the same person that you were. Remember, there's the star. Wish upon a star, not the little stars behind, that one. This is asking you to dream big. Think the biggest, brightest star and the highest outcome to any situation. And what you think you create, remember, you're the magician. So we have here that came up first, the Hermit. Now, the Hermit in tarot is that slowdown, is that introspection, is that I need some space, some time to allow this water energy, this old version of me, to dissolve, to extract, to release. This is also ruled in tarot with with Virgo energy. So some of you most definitely can be holding this old emotional, mental clutter, and it causing ill health. As I say, whether that is a cold, notice how your body feels fatigued. Look where them aches are. Pay attention. Your body speaks to you. Every organ every organ is actually connected to a zodiac sign and a planet, but it's also in Chinese medicine. So the kidneys hold a lot of fear. The gallbladder holds a lot of melancholy, bile. So it's watching out for signs and synchronicities and looking into where am I aching? Where's this stiffness? Where's this whatever it is? Am I suffering with my throat? Throat is Taurus energy. Is my jaw tight? Your jaw is Saturn, Capricorn energy. Your bones and your skeletal system is all Capricorn energy. We can hold, wherever we're holding this, it can show us where it is. Our heart chakra, our lungs hold the grief. So pay attention, go within. We have the power, remember, just to hold ourselves and heal ourselves and ask for support. Be vulnerable with yourself. Are you needing to get some attention, some medical attention, some emotional attention, some emotional support? There's a 10 of Pentacles. Oh, 4 cards came up. 10 of Pentacles, as the cycle ended. There's the 10 of Pentacles. Completion, done. Now, Pentacles can represent money as well as a gift wants to come in. Remember what I mentioned about this full moon being connected to the nodes of the fate and destiny, karma? And Saturn is just going forward, and it's finishing out up until February. Its last stint in the last sign of the zodiac, which is Pisces. Pisces is the end. It dissolves. It's the end of a cycle before the new wants to come in. And he wants to bring you 10 Pentacles. But you have to make space for those 10 Pentacles. So people, places, and things might need to fall away, even if this is just your mental clutter, your emotional clutter, because that adds up to our vibration. You want to feel lighter. Your body wants to feel healthier, but it might just be hanging on to that mental energy and emotional energy. We have the strength coming in. And here we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can represent fire signs, which are Sagittarius, where the sun is right now, opposite Gemini, the moon. And we have strength, which is Leo energy. So 2 fire energies here. They want to ignite your spark. Remember that joy, that fun, that adventure I was talking about as a child. We lose that fire. It wants to reignite the spark of life again. And we have the strength to do that. Now, final message, guys, before I do, please hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. I do love to read your comments. And can I just say thank you all for reading my last reading. It hit 1,000 or more views, which was brilliant, because the algorithms are not kind to me because I don't post very often. I don't fit in with the usual rules of social media. And but for some reason that Scorpio energy needed to be seen. It needed to be heard, and it reached over 1,000 people, so thank you. Okay, hit that subscribe button, guys. Comment, share. I've said that already, haven't I? Okay, now, the magic of nothingness. How spiritual, third eye, crown chakra energy colours are these. Beautiful. So this is the magic of nothingness. Being still, listening to your body. We can't listen to our body when we are overloaded with mental clutter, when we are in that low vibration of Gemini, spinning too many plates, starting things and not finishing them. This needs to be focused. It needs to be slowed down. It needs for you to say no. Put your boundaries in. Put your emotional boundaries in. Put your mental boundaries in, and put your spiritual boundaries in. The magic of nothingness. This is where your feminine's going to start talking to you. Let me just read that card. And the next one would be community calls. Now, Gemini is a very community-spirited sign, along with Sagittarius. It is very social, although I have 3 siblings that are Geminis, and they're total opposite. They're like their own space. However, when you're in the community, it likes to help in the community, and it will do what it can. So there's something about the community spirit where you might feel like you always have to give to the community. And yes, by all means do. It warms the soles of our heart. But get in the boundaries. Are you spreading yourself too thin? And this is where the magic of nothingness is going to come in. So I'll read that card to you before I end this reading. 34. adds up to 7. So for those of you that like the numbers, and the magic of nothingness, I'm going to hold that card up. And this says, the magic is to be found in nothingness. Remember, the magic is the magician. When you stop everything and allow yourself some space, something that you missed when you are rushing around begins to unfurl. In the space of creation, the space where an idea can drop, a problem can be solved, an argument can be understood, or a vision can appear. After you have read this card, you're invited to do a 10-minute of nothingness. Put everything down, move away from distractions, social media, TV, work, whatever it might be, and just sit. Don't try to change or control anything. Instead, just observe. There's no outcome in the mind, no goal to reach, just a pause. It should be easy, yet, our fast-paced world, it can feel like the most challenging practice of all. Wow. Okay, guys, there's a challenge for you with this full moon in Gemini. Stop, do nothing, and wait for the answers. Take good care.